Good morning, everyone. It's Coach Ream coming at you. Today, we are wrapping up the second block of the off-season strength program. We're on to our final week of the core workout, and same routine as we've been doing the past 3 weeks, but we're back to recovery week. So we're doing sets of 8 again today. Then we've got a new routine lined up for next week, which will take on basically the work that we did in the first 2 weeks, build on that, and go to a more challenging workout from there. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the warm up and loosen up your spine and get your core muscles activated. So just starting up on all fours right here. Nice flat back, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and take a nice deep inhale as you arch your spine. And an exhale as you curve your spine and tuck under. Okay, take your hands, put them in front of your shoulders, and we're going into an extended child's pose. So deep inhale forward and then pressing back. Nice stretch, and then bring it back up again. And push down a little deeper this time. And last time like this. Nice deep stretch. And bring it down so you're lying flat on your belly, hands near your shoulders. And do some low cobras. So nice deep inhale, extend your neck, bring yourself up just a little bit. Exhale down and bring it up. You're going to do 8 of these, doing it with your breath. Going a little more each time. Don't push it. Just do what feels right. Getting some work on your lower back. We'll do 2 more. Push back. Another child's pose. Okay, let's get started with the main set. So we're going to go into mountain climbers. Remember, there's a few versions of these that you can modify with. So first modification is just staying here on all fours, raising one knee up, bringing your knee in and out. So that's one version. You can raise the opposite arm and bring the knee in, make it more challenging, or you can come up into the full mountain climber position, which is a plank position. Either way, pick whichever one you want. Try to start with the best form that you can to start out, and then from here, let's take it in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Calm down, take a pause, switch to the second side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one is the micro push-ups, tight arm push-ups. So starting back up in that plank position, keeping elbows tight and facing back behind. Very small movements here, up and down, just a couple inches. Doesn't take much to get your triceps burning and force your core to work to hold position with the motion. So for 6 and 7 and last one here. All right, let's take it over to your side. We've got the modified side plank with leg raises, and here you can modify up or down if you want. So you can just do the regular stacked side raises. You can come up into the full side plank and add the side raises. And this is the default one right here. So this is the modified side plank. Raise your leg up, toes facing forward, trying to keep your foot parallel to the ground. For 6, 7, and 8. Now, let's switch over, second side. For 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, onto your back. Going into the bicycle series, so we'll start out with the two-legged bicycle. And you can have your upper body down or up. So if you're up, you want both shoulders and neck up. Whatever your start, you want your head nice and neutral. And just step it out. Keeping your legs, when you extend them out as close to the floor as you can without your lower back coming up. For 7 and for 8. Okay, next one. Going to adding the rotation into the bicycle, so same legs, but now coming over, elbow to knee, and switch. And movement comes through the core, not the neck or arms, but what changes your direction of your upper body is your core. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, final one in the bicycle series is the two-legged inverse crunches. So now feet go in and out together. And if you want on this one, you're welcome to put your hands under your glute muscles to help keep your back down. And just bring it up. Two legs together. Get the legs as close to the floor as they can be without your lower back coming off the mat. For 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, going into the bridge series, starting out with a two-legged bridge with hip drops. Done this one quite a bit now. So feet and knees are hip width apart, facing forward. And once you're up here, get that good setup, and then slowly bring yourself down and drive back up again. With the goal of when you're up, that you're forming a straight line between your shoulders and your knees. 6, and 7, and last one. Okay, let's go into the marching bridge. So marching bridge sets up the same way as the hip drops. And here, if you want, you can put your hands up on your hips to help stabilize, or just make sure that they're not dropping on you as you raise your leg. And raise one leg up, bring it down to stabilize, switch sides. 8 on each side. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last one this set will be the wide bridge with clamshells. So bring yourself up on your heels, push your hips up. My toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. I have my toes off the ground. That's what feels best for me in this position. And from here, just clamshell your knees in and out. And for 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, that's round 1. Go ahead, grab a quick drink. Meet me back on the mat in 30 seconds or so, and we will move on to round 2. All right, first set done. I think always the hardest with the core, just to get yourself moving. The next 2 sets will go quicker and hopefully feel a little easier for you. So let's start it back up. Mountain climbers first. Pick your variation of your mountain climber. And from here, let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop it down. Next side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, tight arm push-ups. Set yourself up in that hand plank position, elbows facing back, keeping the elbows tight to the body. Drop it down just a little, bring it up. And here's for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take it over to the side. Modified side plank with leg raises. Get yourself set up. Hips stacked on top of each other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, let's switch sides. So up the side plank, hips stacked up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, take it over onto your back. Regular bicycles. And let's go for 8 on each side. Stepping it out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, taking your pause, and we'll go into adding the rotation with this. And elbow to knee. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, inverse crunches, knees in and out together. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take it into the bridges. So first one is a two-legged bridge with slow hip drops. So set yourself up into bridge position. Get the hips up, and now nice and slow, bring it down. 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one, we'll do the marching bridge. So set yourself up, back in bridge position. Hands up on your hips if you want them. And raise one leg up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for 8. Okay, last of the bridges. Wide bridge with clamshell. Take your feet, put them out, toes pointing out 45 degrees, hips nice and high, keeping the hips high, clamshell it in. For 5, 6, 7, and for 8. All right, 5 minutes later, we already finished round 2. So we've got one more round to go. Take a quick break, grab some water. We'll do round number 3 and then finish off with the plank challenge. We're at 50 seconds today. So we'll be right back. All right, let's wrap this up. Set yourself up into your variation of the mountain climber that you want to do. And let's come down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Drop it down, take a pause. And switching sides for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, next one, tight arm push-ups. Starting in that regular plank position, hand plank, elbows facing back. And drop it down just a couple inches. 5, 6, 7, and for 8. Okay, take it to your side. Modified side plank with leg raises or your variation of this. And bring it up. And here's for 8 on this side. Okay, let's switch sides. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, onto your back. Regular bicycles. Head and shoulders down, or both of them up. Neutral neck either way. Stepping it out. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for 8. Okay, take a pause. We'll add the rotation now. Okay, bring it up. Elbow to knee. Rotating through your core. For 7 and for 8. Okay, inverse crunches are next. Set yourself up, hands under your hips if you want. Hand on the ground. Or if your hands aren't under your hips, you can raise your neck and shoulders off too. Pick your variation that challenges you just the right amount. Extending your legs, making sure your lower back is not coming up. If it is coming up, then raise your feet a little higher or change the variation that you're in. And we've got 2 and 1. Okay, going into the bridge with slow hip drops next. And bring it up. And nice and slow, dropping it down. That's for 7 and for 8. Okay, marching bridge is next. Set yourself up in the bridge position, hands on your hips if you want, and alternating legs. That's for 7 and for 8. All right, bring it down. Wide bridge with clamshell. Bring it in and out. That's for 7 and for 8. All right, give your knees a quick hug. Just rock it around a little bit, and then we're going to go to the plank challenge. We're at 50 seconds today. So you pick your setup of how you want to hold your plank. And remember, if you feel like you're starting to lose your form, you can drop down for just a few seconds and come back up. And go ahead and start the timer here. So make sure you can get the right amount of time. And here, everyone ready? All right, here's your ready, go. 50 seconds. If you're not sure that you're in the right position when you set up your plank and you don't have something to look at, shift around. And if you can find a way that you feel is more challenging in your core, in your ab area, then chances are that's a better position. So you want yourself nice and tall. The plank is called the plank because your body is supposed to resemble a nice straight piece of wood. You're engaging a ton here. You're engaging not only your abs, but also through the backs of your legs, through your fronts, through your quads, and hips, glutes, working a ton at a time, and that's it. All right, in 50 seconds, done. That went pretty quick today, I thought. As I talked my way through it. All right, let's stretch things out. So since we are facing down, let's go ahead and go from here and stretch yourself down into an extended child's pose. So arms are active, back is stretching. And let's take your hands over to one side, hips to the opposite, side body stretch. And switch. And back to the center. Come over. So you're on your back. And bring your knees into your chest and just rocking around a little here. And let's cross your right knee over your left and pull both knees into your chest. Feeling the stretch now on the outside of your right hip. Okay, let's switch the cross. Left over right, pulling tight. And let's go to a figure four stretch now. So I've got my right ankle crossed over just above my left knee. And now I'm pulling in on my left ankle or my left hamstring, and I'm pushing away with my hand just above my knee on the right side, really opening, trying to open up the hip now. For me, really feeling the tightness on this hip. So you want the stretch to feel like you're pushing things, but not too hard. Just open things up. Okay, let's switch sides. Left ankle's crossed over the right. Pulling in your right hamstring and pushing away on the left. Notice any differences. Say it's better to feel equally tight than to feel very tight on one side and loose on the other. The imbalances are usually what causes us the problem. So if you're doing this and you notice that one side is tighter, go back to that side and give it some extra attention. Now's a good time to do it because your muscles are warmed up. So these long stretches after workout are the best. Okay, and both knees hugging into your chest. Let's drop your knees over to one side. And if you want here, I'm dropped over to the right side. Take my right hand and rest it on my left knee. Deepen the stretch. Here you're getting a stretch through your hips and through your back. So do what feels comfortable here. Okay, switch sides. There's some discomfort with stretching, but you don't want it to be painful. So keep yourself within your limits. And let's take it back to center. One final hug with your knees. And then stretch everything out. Take your arms up overhead. Nice deep inhale, stretching, 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 stretching. Exhale, relax. Do 2 more of those. On your own, deep inhale. Okay. Hug your knees in and find your way to standing. Bringing it back up or to seated. And that is where I'm going to leave you today. If you feel like you want to do some more stretching, now's a great time to do it. Why do you thank you for joining me for this 8th week. Hopefully we'll see you continuing on in the future. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please type them in while you're onto the YouTube video, or you can reach out to me by email or through Six Cycle if you are participating that way. So I hope to see you back on the mat soon. I wish I could see you, but I know you're there. So we'll catch you soon. Bye for now, Coach Reem.